Today I'm going to show you guys how to do a tubeless install on the KTM 500 2021 EXC-F. It's pretty straightforward. I'm anticipating it'll look exactly like tubeless installs that we've done before on other bikes, but just in case we run into something interesting, I'm going to walk through exactly what it looks like on this specific model of bike. I've got the tubeless system for both the front and the rear. It's 18 rear and 21 in front. I've also got a set of MotoZ Tractionator tires. I've run these tires once for just a little bit and had decent results. I really haven't had a chance to try them out. Usually Wannabes run the Metzeler 6-day Extreme tires, and we've had extremely good luck with those, but I did want to try something else, give some other brands a chance to impress me, and so I'm going to be running these for the first round on this bike. We'll do a review separately on them, but I think they're going to work really nicely for some of the hero dirt we've got out here, at least for this weekend. First step in this install is to get the bike up off the ground and actually take the wheels off. Let's dive in. To get the axle bolt off, you've got to pull these locking nuts out just a little bit so that they take the pressure off the axle bolt, and you can screw that all the way. Got myself a nasty paper cut pulling the tubeless box apart back there. These are a 10mm. They've also got a Torx bit. I'm not sure what size. I prefer to go with a traditional wrench in this case. But I did notice that KTM used a lot of the Torx bits in various places, in addition to being able to put a traditional wrench over the top of the nut. Not sure why they put that extra effort in, but I do have a set of Torx bits, and we'll see if it comes in handy at some point. Next, break loose the main axle bolt. It's a 17mm. Remove the first side. Your front wheel will drop. Carefully you don't dump the bike off your stand. And you can pull the main axle out. First step is to let the air out and get the original tire and tube off the rim. You then have to remove the rim strip that's inside here. And we've got to do some cleanup to the end of these spokes. So we're going to take a wire brush across all of them. We're going to drill out the second hole that you need for the tubeless system. I believe KTM's included a pre-drilled second hole. You've just got to take the plug out of it. So that's going to be really convenient. I think you have to expand the size just a little bit, but we'll figure that out as we go. There's the original hole for the original valve stem. And if you go this way 4 spokes, which is the tubeless recommendation, you'll find this little plug. It comes out really easily. And we're gonna have to check the size of those and see how they work out. I'm going to take a file and clean up the edge of this hole, and I'm also going to wash the rim and get rid of all this dust. Any of these little pieces that sit underneath the high pressure tube will wiggle their way up and puncture the inner high pressure tube eventually. Now we're going to tape the rim. We're going to do it in 3 wraps. So we're going to start by going around the middle, and then we're going to, with continuous tape, move to one side and then to the other side. A little bit challenging to do this because it takes such a low volume of air that any of the slime that you pump in actually starts to expand it, and it likes to squirt back out. So we'll see if we can hold this in just the right way where we can get some of it actually inside. So let the air out in between each one and actually get some slime inside it. Oh, see, it starts to make a mess really fast. It's not a high capacity tube, so I think that a couple of pumps of slime is probably sufficient for the inside of that. This hex nut stays inside the rim, so you want that inside here, just like that. Now I'm going to slime the outside of this, put it into the carcass, and then get the whole thing mounted onto the rim that way. Theory is that you squish the tire, and as it opens up in the bottom, you can set the whole thing into it. Lucky. So tires are usually directional. I completely forgot to check until now. That means this tire needs to rotate this way. We put it in the bike. I got lucky on that one. Watch for that. Let's mount it up. Get it back on the bike. Pretty straightforward. We're going to slide it into place, get the brake disc to clear, and then slide the axle bolt through. Screw the end cap back on. Now we'll move to the back and do a similar process. Thanks for watching, guys. And don't forget to always, every single ride, check the high pressure side of the tubeless system. It always needs to be at least 120 PSI. You don't want to run without that because that's effectively your bead lock and your seal. And if you let that run low, it'll trash the whole system out on the trail. It's no fun. Also check the low pressure side. You can run whatever pressure in there you want, but you do probably want some air, I would think. I usually run 4 in the back and 6 PSI up front, but I'll adjust the front in particular if I'm doing high speed stuff. So keep that in mind, and we look forward to keeping you guys around as we go through the rest of the build on this bike. I'm pretty excited to get a bunch of other parts installed. See you in the next episode.